Good afternoon, folks. We're going to talk about Ohio State, Penn State, Washington, and Oregon games. And then we'll kind of talk about the some other games about Minnesota and Rutgers, Illinois and Iowa, Indiana tomorrow. And then we'll talk about maybe some of our top 25 games the next day. So with that being said, let's talk about Ohio State and Oregon. Julian saying 22 of 28. This team is pretty much on their way to looking like the top-ranked team. A 24-6 might look weak. They might have trailed first, but then they went ahead 7-3. They might be a second-half team. But don't look past them. That 14-7 win over Texas doesn't mean anything at this point. They played against a very good Texas team that really proved, and this Texas team is still proving that they are a really good team. There's nothing weak about this Texas team. After every single game, ever since the Ohio State loss, they have played up to par, like they are not a weak team at all. So, now we look at Julian Sane, 22 of 28, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, Bo Jackson, 17 carries, 80 yards. Jeremiah Smith, 8 receptions, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. 149 rushing yards with 357 total yards altogether. Now, Washington's Damon Williams Jr., 18 of 22, 173 of 173. Jahan Coleman, 13 carries, 70 yards. And Desmond Roebuck, 4 receptions, 58 yards. So that there tells you. And 234 total yards altogether. 61 rushing. That there tells you all you need to know. Do I think this defense is weak? And we're going to talk about Ohio State's defenses. The 0-2 defense versus this defense. And last year's defense versus this defense at this time. Now, do I think that these two teams... Now, Washington's a physical team. There's nothing weak about that team. They played a very good game, and they just ran out of gas. That's pretty much all there is to it. Now, Penn State is going to play at home against a very talented Oregon team. Drew Aller, 14 of 25, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for 137 yards. The running game got 139 total rushing yards. Katron Allen, 12 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae Ross, 4 receptions, 48 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now for Oregon, Dante Moore, 29 of 39, 3 touchdowns, 248 yards. De'Ara Hill Jr., 10 carries, 82 yards. And Decorian Moore, 7 receptions, 89 yards. That is 176 rushing yards, and that's a total of 424 total yards. Versus Penn State's 276 total yards altogether. So, what do these two have in common? Oregon is pretty much one of those teams who's just like Ohio State. They're a very good passing team. Their rushing game is literally right there, but they've yet to really develop a rushing attack that'll actually go over the top. But Ohio State somehow managed to get it together and put something together. But Oregon trailed first, but then they tied it. And then they scored and tried a 2-point conversion, failed on that conversion. And then Penn State's first play from the line of scrimmage was an interception. Now, maybe there's a reason. I heard this on the radio, and I'm just going to throw this out, and I'm going to kind of repeat it. Maybe there's a reason that Ohio State didn't pursue Drew Aller. Maybe there's a reason behind that. Is it because Drew Aller isn't fully equipped and ready and didn't really seem like he's really there? I mean, look at Julian Sane. The guy is literally a monster. He can literally run around like he's really there and can pass. like he's prepared and ready for anything. Well, this guy here just doesn't seem like he's fully there. Like everyone propped him up to be. Almost like the guy named Arch Manning. Everyone propped him up to be this guy who's the top prospect of everyone, a Heisman candidate, and he didn't look anything like a Heisman candidate. But the defense sure showed up. It was a defensive battle, and Ohio State still won 14-7. But this is what you call a good game between two very talented teams, and same goes with Penn State and Oregon. Two talented teams. So, we'll talk about Minnesota and other teams tomorrow. With that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. That being said, I'm out of here. Peace.